Okay, all right. Let's give it all just a couple of seconds to let things settle. I know they're hustling to transmit and in between everyone from one gallery to another. And we're gonna count. It's about 10, and we should be about ready to go. So, welcome to the 6:45 segment of the virtual art stroll tonight. What a fun plan. My name's Bret Webster, and this is my gallery. It's cleverly named Bret Webster Images Gallery. So let's walk you through. Let's get you oriented a little bit. Okay. And we'll just kind of get a sense of the space here. In my small gallery, I've got a lot of pictures, more pictures than there is wall space. And so you kind of see how they're laid out here. And there's kind of two sections. And now we're going to head towards the front. And we'll just get started right here while keeping my eye on the clock. When I'm standing near the front door, and when you come in, you're greeted by several of my more popular ones. This one's called Infinite Pure. My images are museum mounts. They're a high resolution silver print that's been optically bonded to a special museum acrylic. Very high quality, extremely smooth and pure. And then sometimes we sometimes we secure a brushed metal back frame, and sometimes we don't. I'll show you more about that later. This is one of my popular images. It's called Infinite Pure. It was taken in the South Pacific, and it's just a lovely kind of tranquil and calming effect of an image. And then we'll just keep moving and pick a few out and chat about them. Now here's kind of a classic image, large in the gallery. This is, of course, is Mesa Arch in Canyonlands National Park. It's a cheerful cup of coffee. You know, the sun is coming up under an arch. You know, what does the sun do? It comes up. So it cheers the room. It's got a nice little splash of blue up above it. Good for the wine rack or the wine cellar is, let's see, I'm not sure if we're getting here, a little view of the highlands in Chianti. Right there, a lovely winery estate right there in some of the highest spots in the Chianti region of Italy. Then we turn calling to you as you come in here, okay, is a large, tall vertical. She's popular right here. This picture is called Time Tunnel, okay, and as you come up close to it here, we'll do that. You can see there's just layer after layer of, it's very playful and novel. As you come in, it's kind of quantum mechanical and ultra-dimensional and multi-universal, and it's fun. A lot of scientists actually do like it. It actually is just a picture of this bridge here in southern England. Stand way out in the countryside, just standing and looking through this bridge. Then as we turn over here, we've got a variety of some smaller ones. I'm probably going to jump through those. Here's a moon taken in Arches National Park with a very powerful lens. The famous ghost panel, my most credentialed photo. This one is hung in two different embassies, and with our rock star pictograph, I should say, the ghost panel here in Canyonlands National Park, backed by the Milky Way. And then a lovely maple tree down here. A set of poplar groves. It's got kind of a heavenly, ethereal feeling to it. But we're going to move on to the other side of this wall. Again, we've got a really tall one here. I'm going to draw your attention to this picture right here. This is Timpanogos, taken from an unusual angle far north from Guardsman Pass with a powerful lens. This picture has some unusual features about it. When you get up close, it's extremely sharp. I mean, look at the detail here. I don't know if you can make that out. But you know, you can see if you come through here, the sugar frosting on the trees. Here's the floor. You literally could see a mouse in this picture. And then, of course, Timpanogos is in the distance, and she's looking particularly majestic, kind of Everest-esque. But when you get far away from this picture, it gives in a different way, right? There's big bands of color. There's the splash of blue up the top, the mountains. Then you've got these upfall colors and these bands of aspens and mixed with pines. So that's something that's fun about that picture. Here we've got kind of a classic, what seems at first blush just to be a lovely aspen grove here in Guardsman Pass. But this picture was taken in a peculiar fashion because being aware of what's called the hyperfocal distance, okay? The aspens in front are in a really crisp focus, but so are they throughout the whole picture, throughout the whole thing. There's no bokeh. So this one, more than any other, when it's in a home, feels like you're in the woods, as you know, as opposed to an artful aspen where there's what's called a bokeh. So, moving right along, here's one, my iconic white barn of Park City. Let's see. Oh, good. I actually was afraid they might find me if I didn't put a picture of the white barn in my gallery, so I waited until a very heavy snow year. And what's fun about this image, I'm sure you can't make that out very well because I'm a one-man band here tonight, but last year was extremely heavy snow year. It took all year, and over by the barn made these real lovely ribbony curls of snow, you know, and decorated by these cattails. That's what your eye sees. Your eye sees a stream, and it sees, you know, curls of snow, and then you look up and see the iconic white barn that says Park City, and that's fun. I like pictures that have a delayed reaction. Now over here is a sister shot of one of those up front. The bluebells in the forest, sun coming up in Belgium, some Tetons, whoops, I'm bashing into things. And one of my favorites is this window in a church in London was bombed right during the Blitz. And it's right in the heart of London, and you can't really, it was retained as a shrine. They decided not to rebuild it, so the plants and ivy grows up through it. And in the gallery, you can't quite capture it, but it has a wonderful feeling in a home when she's hung there. All right, we've got a lovely black and white aspens, and then a nice cityscape of Manhattan. Our thoughts are with them and with ourselves right now. Some fireworks that go off over Main Street. I like to tinker with some technology and precision valves, and will occasionally take some shots of high-speed precision splashes of water, a splash of water coming up while another drop's coming down and hits it, right? And they spray out. You can kind of see that maybe. But I'm going to keep moving because I'm not sure how we're doing on the time. Okay, a sister shot, another one of my faves. This one was taken looking the other way through that same bridge, right? But it's circular, and we're able to cut it and mount it in a circle. So it's extremely unique, and you know, this thing adds space to a room, like a mirror, right? And so that one is just a lot of fun. Now, one of my most popular ones, and is also in our front window here in the gallery, is called Kickin' Aspens. We thought about chapped aspens and decided that Kickin' Aspens was a better name. And it's just kind of playful novel. It reminds me of being a child. I get that feeling looking up into the trees when it's there. And I remember being free of responsibility, and that's a great feeling, you know. So moving right along, a couple of images here. Here's a new one of the preserved library at Johns Hopkins University. Isn't that fun? And then also up high, of course, is a bamboo garden in Kyoto. That's a lot of fun. This one hangs in 2 U.S. embassies, also a centerpiece in one of National Geographic's hardcover books, stunning photographs. This one of the Grand Canyon, you can't quite see it, but there's a fun lightning bolt captured with the lightning trigger here, and that's the Vulcan's throne. But I'm going to try and move us over to this kind of a busy wall. You see this? It's got a lot of pictures on it. They're all about the same size, and it's popular to spend a lot of time. Here's a Park City snowflake. Extremely hard to photograph snowflakes, something I've worked on for many years, and thousands of dollars of extra equipment. They're hard to do. Okay, a lovely kind of spiritual and inspiring one of rays of light coming through the redwoods, okay? And another one, a message of stoic and endurance that we can all use. In Ireland, this is called Broken Fortress. There is the sea stack, they're called, way out in the ocean. A quick look at Vernazza in the Cinque Terre, okay? And then a Zen-like kind of a tranquil bonsai little tree growing on the stump of another tree in a lake in British Columbia. Actually way north on Vancouver Island, kind of hard to get to, but a real tranquil scene. And then this is pure metallic bismuth. When it cools, I mean, it just does a cacophony of colors and iridescence and visuals, and there's all kinds of things that can be seen in that image. Now I'm going to show you most everything we've looked at today is what's called a museum mount. It's a silver print, optically bonded to the back of a clear material. You can kind of see it on the side just there. See that? An extremely high quality museum acrylic. And we hang it and they float off the wall. You see that? An inch or so. And they're very popular. You actually, they come with everything you need to hang them. Someday, if you want to add a frame to those, you can. That can be done, and it's actually easy for the framers to do. And but most people just take them and they hang them straight up on the wall, and and that works very well. They're very archival, and they're rated to last actually several centuries. So that's kind of a quick rundown. We also offer, I know I'm getting close here, these small, traditionally framed pictures. They're called minis. By the way, everything we have is half price right now. That's our pandemic distress prices. You can go online and enter the code 50 at my website. Just kind of Google Bret Webster with one T, Bret Webster Images, it'll pop up. And if you check out, but you can also just call the gallery and arm wrestle with us over prices almost any time. So this is fun. They each come in any size. They don't have to be the size that you see. Here's some little teeny ones. We just crossed 7 o'clock. So I'm going to say farewell and hand you over here to Cranston over. What?